here, huh? Kitty's back here.
I'm gonna close the store then.
Yep.
Right.
Thanks, Ma.
Where is? Watch out, baby. Come on. I gotta close the door.
Okay.
Come here, baby. Gotta close the door. All right. Holler if you need anything.
All right. Yeah. Who is that, bae? Who is that, bae? All right, baby. You don't want that feed right now. She had a little snack downstairs. Oh, you want some water? Oh, never even seen you drink water before. All right, babe, let's leave her alone and drink water. She's thirsty. She's thirsty. Oh, she's very thirsty.
I'm heading off. Okay. They also said she was already microchipped.
I know.
So they gave
The
her.
shelter did must have done it.
Yeah. We didn't know.
That's 6 weeks old.
So we got it back. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Jordan? Give me a holler.
Okay. Thanks, Mom.
All right.
Good job, Eden. Jakey, look who's back. Oh, she's still thirsty. Very thirsty. I thought she'd be hungry, but apparently she's thirsty. Okay, take it easy. Take it easy. I don't want you getting sick. All right? All right, Eden? Yeah. I know, it's so hard with that big, stupid donut on, huh? Jakey, what are you doing? She smells funny. Yeah, she smells funny. Jake, why are you sniffing her butt? Oh my gosh, Jake. Oh my goodness gracious. These bowls are not in good position. How you doing, Eden? How you doing, baby? How you doing, baby? I know that thing is so weird on you. That's so weird on you. So I was laying on the couch with her, and we were cuddling. I had a blanket on her, and then she started getting she had a little snack there, and then she started getting really antsy. She wanted to get down and walk around. No, I don't think we need CC. Thanks though, Elby. So I put her down on the ground and she was walking around okay. I thought she would be more off balance, but she's sitting up. She's not falling over. So I thought she'd be more comfortable up here in the room. She knows this layout mostly. I know things move, but mostly familiar with the layout in here. Yeah, they shaved around her eyes. You didn't even take a little nap? I was hoping she would take a nap with me on the couch, but she was not having it. More water. So she has to keep the donut on for 2 weeks. And then she has a follow-up. Very similar to Jake's recovery. She was actually shaved in 3 places. She was shaved around her eyes for the eye surgery. She was shaved on her belly, of course, for her spay. And they shaved her right leg for the IV. So she came home with quite the haircut. Of course, the left side of her fur is still growing in from her PRAA surgery. She's gone through the tunnel. She just went through the tunnel. Jake's following her everywhere. How you doing, Eden? What are you doing, Eden? Yeah. Alright, Jake, calm down a little bit, alright? Chill out. Just chill out. Chill out. Jake, calm down. I know you're excited, alright? But remember when you had eye surgery? Remember? let's take a minute, Jake. Give her a minute. Yeah. With her donut on, she went right through the tunnel. So she's a little wobbly. She's sitting over here. I don't know if you can see her sitting, but she's just a little wobbly, but she's able to sit up without falling over. Jake, calm down, bud. So she still is feeling the effects of the anesthesia. She had a late surgery today, and she didn't get spayed until when did I come in? Maybe like 4 o'clock. 3, 4 o'clock maybe. So she's still feeling it. They sent her home in this double cone. They had the soft, that blue soft cone that Jake had, but then they put a hard cone around it. Oh my gosh. It was terrible. She was rolling around on her back. She was really not comfortable. Yes, babe. So she gets pain meds twice a day. She'll get pain meds tonight at the 10 p.m. Medlar time. And then she'll get pain meds for the 10 a.m. Snuggler time. Whoop, she fell over. That was a little oopsie. She's getting around all right with the donut though. She keeps running into she doesn't realize how wide it is and she keeps knocking it into things, but she's getting around. Oops. No, there's no ointment. The stitches are dissolvable. I hope she's able to lay down comfortably and be able to sleep. Yeah, I hope you can find a comfy place to sleep. Yeah. Kitty, that is a great way to describe it. I think she's doing great. There's a little gnat in here. Yeah, I think she is falling asleep on me. Oh, her doctor, the surgeon, was so nice when she called, told me about Eden doing somersaults in her cage this morning. So she took Eden around on rounds. Eden was chewing on her stethoscope. She said that she loved being held and carried. And she said, you should get a Bjorn to carry her around in. I said, we actually have one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's falling asleep on me, on my leg. You would think I would sleep well, except I have to be up at 4:30 a.m. to get ready to take Fizzy for her spay tomorrow up at Red Bank. So I'm not actually going to get much sleep tonight. Yeah, she's not totally asleep because she keeps moving her ears every time I talk, but she's pretty comfy on my leg right now. You know, Louise, I would like our own waiting room. That's what I want. I want our own waiting room with a nice little beverage center and our own private restroom. I feel like we've earned it with the amount of times we go to the vet. Yeah, so I guess I might as well give some updates with you guys since I'm just sitting here talking. So Fizz gets spayed tomorrow, tentatively. We leave here around 6 a.m., head up to Red Bank, picking up Gma on the way. And then she's gonna have some blood work tomorrow morning before the spay. If if you guys remember back when she was sick over, I think that, I think in the summer, it was when she was hospitalized up there. Remember, she had a really low white blood cell count, and when they just did her blood work 2 weeks ago, her white blood cell count was low again. Not that low, but it was slightly low. And so they're gonna do blood work again tomorrow morning to make sure that her white blood cell count is not bonkers again. Yeah, you guys remember that when it was really low when she was sick. So it's still not where it's supposed to be. So that's why I say tentative tomorrow, because if that blood work comes back and her white blood cell count doesn't look good to the surgeon, then we're gonna hold off. So, we're just, there's no reason to rush it if, we can be cautious about it. All right, she's definitely out now. Gotta get a picture of this. Oh, crap. What are you doing, Eden? So, if she does get spayed tomorrow, she spends the night up at Red Bank, and then I pick her up on Thursday. Yeah, I can clip this, DJ. I'll save this to the channel. So, and then I don't know if they, with Fizz, I don't know if they're going to send her home in a cone. I really hope not. Do you need to pee, Benny? What you doing over there, Eden? So that's Fizzy. Zoe had a really good day. She got her E-tube out. It was very uneventful. It's a very simple procedure to remove an E-tube. There's no sedation or anything. They just snip the sutures that are holding it in, and they just pull it out gently, but they just pull it out. It comes right out. So there's no bandages. There's nothing like that. There is, a hole in the side of her neck, but it just remains open, and it only takes about 3 days to close completely. So she doesn't have anything around her neck anymore, and I did get video of me removing the bandage, the temporary bandage they had on. I have a video of me removing it and putting her down on the ground for the first time, and within seconds I had a ribbon toy, and I put her down on the ground, and I was moving the ribbon toy, and within seconds she actually started playing with it, which is the first time that she has played since all of her trauma happened, which was, amazing to see. Like, that quickly, she just needed to get this apparatus off off of her neck, and she was a kitten again. And so I got a video of her, pulling at the ribbon a little bit and, walking back and forth. You can see if I can get the video together. You'll see her, just walking in a straight line. She does still do circles, so I don't know if that'll ever go away. But she's not, she doesn't fall over. She doesn't do the backwards moonwalk that she used to do. And she was, whapping at Kenna a little bit and just seemed to be very, enjoying herself. And then I put her back in the pen. I had, she gets her food in a raised bowl, but if I put the bowl in her pen and leave it there, she doesn't touch it. She can't find it. I have to feed her. I have to follow her with the bowl and essentially put it in front of her face for her to eat it. And I put it in her pen, and she actually went and found it and started eating. Not for very long, but that was monumental that she was able to find the bowl herself and start eating from the bowl all on her own. I didn't have to show her where it was. So I got some video of that happening. But that's really one of the major steps to her recovery, is being able to eat on her own. So I'm really, really excited about that. Cheeky, you're so hyper. Eden, you like the sound of that? And then I didn't say this earlier, but so after she had eaten a little bit and then she was just hanging out in her pen and I was laying on the couch and she starts making all these chirpy noises. And I thought it was Fizz, because Fizz makes chirpy noises all the time. And so I lifted my head thinking, it was going to be Fizz over there messing with Zoe. And it was Zoe in her pen making all these chirpy noises, like she was so happy. Just chattering away. She went on for 15-20 minutes, just chirping away. Jake is playing with my butt. There's still plenty of water in there. It's all right. She is drinking a lot of water, though. Are you playing with my butt? What are you doing, Jake? What are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be sleepy after your vaccines today, mister? So I'd say Zoe is very, very happy that her feeding tube is out, and it seemed to me like she was eating better after she got it out. So I think maybe her throat just feels better too without it. And then we had 9 kittens went to our new cat-only vet today. I was so impressed. I love this new vet. They are a fear-free certified hospital, and so that means they don't scruff the cats. They try to keep it as low stress as possible. And so when we're, the Pickles are just nervous, kind of fearful kittens to begin with, and they had the most calming experience at this vet. All the exams and shots and nail trims and everything were done in the exam room with us. They didn't take them in the back and do them like out of sight. Hold on, let me get her in the box. Come here. You need to go potty? Let's just try. Let's try. Okay, there you go. Good job. Good job. Go ahead. Go ahead. There you go. Good job. Good job. Good job, May. All right. I could tell she was angling for pee time. Good job, May. Alright, where'd you go, Jake? Ooh, don't knock Eden. But the pickles, they just, nobody was like freaking out. Everybody got nail trims. Nobody had to be scruffed to get nail trims. They used churu. I think every kitten got 2 full churus during their exam. So they used churu while they're while the vet's listening to their heart and lungs and looking in their ears. They're eating there's a tech there that's giving them churu. And as they get their shots, they're eating churu. They didn't flinch for these shots. Nobody jumped, nobody screamed, nobody yelled, nothing. And then when they get their nails trimmed, they get churu. So they were amazing. I definitely learned some things myself, like how, especially the churu nail trim trick. Chima and I will definitely be using that in the future. But it was just such a great experience. So they are more expensive, admittedly, but the cats are just so happy there. They're not stressed out. It's twice as far to get there as it is to Del Val, but to me, it's worth the drive. Debbie, it's called Exclusively Cats. It's in Medford. And they have great availability, at least right now. You know, if I called last week, I said, you know, we had 9 kittens I had to bring in. And they fit us all in one day, which is incredible. But Dr. Mitchell is the one who sees us. I think there's 2 vets there, and we see Dr. Mitchell, and she's just fantastic. So, oh, your tail went right in the water. So everybody got nail trims, including Miss Bay, who had dagger nails. Debbie will be happy to hear that. All the snugglers will. Hi, Eden. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. Oh, you look so cute. Let me get your picture. Eden. Oh, Eden, you're so cute in that. I know you don't want to wear your donut, but you're really cute in your donut. Jinky, I'm trying to get a picture. Jinky, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you're out of control. Yes. So Elwood, oh my goodness. Elwood was absolutely Elwood today. He meowed for 3 hours straight from the minute he was put in the carrier all the way. It's a 40-minute drive to the vet. He meowed the whole drive there. He meowed the whole time we were in exam room. On the way back, he meowed maybe half the ride home, and then the last 20 minutes, he was quiet. There's a video in the Blues Brothers album of him and Jake, but oh my god. Yes, Karen, you'll appreciate Bay's nail trims. Yeah, Bay Battle Scar. Yes, her nails were. She has massive paws. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a kitten with bigger paws than Bay. They are massive. Like, bigger than polydactyl cats. All right, Jake, be nice over there. Yeah, so of course Fizzy was in her stroller. Everybody else was in carriers. And we go in and they're like, of course Fizz gets the chariot ride. So I think that's all my updates for with the kittens here. I also have Evie updates. So where Evie was discharged last night from the hospital, she is staying with Tiffany for the week, and Tiffany is the head of the rescue down there in North Carolina, and she said she's been giving me a lot of updates throughout the day. So one thing that was interesting, I need to upload this video that she sent me, is Evie's tail is actually starting to uncurl a little bit. When she first arrived down there, when she first was pulled from the shelter, maybe 4 or 5 days ago, her tail was completely curled and tightly curled. She's been on a steroid now for the last couple of days, and today Tiffany was actually able to pull her tail and kind of extend it, which was not possible several days ago. So interesting. I had told you guys that her tail would not ever uncurl, but it sounds like that might not be the case. It's still like a shorter tail, but it still is like, it's like she has like a real tail. So that's interesting. I'm very, very curious to see as she continues on the steroid, what kind of changes she develops. So it's the same medication that Fizzy started before her shunt surgery. So if you remember, when Fizzy first showed up, she wasn't able to walk without falling over. Sorry, I'm getting like hiccups. And then she was started the steroid, and then she started being able to use her back legs more. And so now Evie's on that same medication. So I'm very curious to see how that starts to help her, and if we see any improvements in her mobility. Yeah, I thought that she had no tail either. I thought she was like I thought she had like a stump tail that was tightly curled, but she actually has like a real tail. Yeah, so so the steroids, that's what they are meant to do, is to reduce swelling and inflammation. So, so it's very interesting if that has affected her tail. Now, because she has pretty poor mobility, I assumed that she does not use a litter box, and I was hopeful that maybe she uses pee pads, but I was preparing myself for her to basically just go wherever she is. However, I got some texts from Tiffany today that she uses, or not 100% of the time, but she has several times now used the litter box to pee. She gets herself over there, and to poop, she starts kind of crying out. And so when Tiffany hears that, she moves her to the litter box and kind of steadies her, and then she poops in the litter box. So she has a tell when she has to poop, but she tries to make her way to the box. So I feel very, very optimistic that she will learn to use the box. Whether she regains mobility in her legs or not, I feel very hopeful that she will be potty trained at least most of the time, which is more than I can say about Zoe, who does not use the box at all. Hi, Eden. Hi, my sweetheart. Hi, my baby. Yeah. Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby. Yeah. Should we have a cuddle? Yeah. Should we have a cuddle? Let me see. Oh, you're so cute. Oh my goodness. Why are you so cute? Oh my goodness. So I will admit, when I saw Eden for the first time, and you know, she's all stitched up, and it was like, okay, you know, this is real. She's officially blind now. I did, you know, feel like I was gonna cry. It just felt like so final. And I feel, you know, I feel bad. I feel bad that she like is never gonna be able to see, and I think that's okay to feel that way. I think, you know, it's normal to feel that way, and we don't need to like, you know, change our feelings about it. It doesn't negate the fact that I'm really proud of her, and I believe that she will do wonderfully as a blind cat, and I think she will navigate the world just fine. And you know, blind cats are incredibly adaptive, but you know, it just still just kind of hit me, you know, with sadness. And I just kind of want to recognize that, like, if any of you guys feel sad, it's, you know, that's okay, and it's okay to say that you feel sad about it. That's all right too. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't change. Like, I don't regret anything. It doesn't change the decision. You know, I absolutely 100% believe that she needed this surgery, but, you know, it's not something that I'm necessarily celebrating. I am celebrating that she made it through okay, because I was very worried. Yeah. Are you gonna fall asleep in my arms? That's what I wanted you to do downstairs, where I was comfortable. So let me think if there's anything else about Evie that I haven't shared. There are still, like I said, there's some pictures and videos I still have to upload of her from today. Yeah. I think she fell asleep in my arms. Yeah, I was looking at, I said this in chat earlier, but I was looking at pictures of her eye when she first arrived, and you could see quite a bit of her eye, her left eye. And that's when we weren't sure. We thought that she had vision, but maybe not, 100% vision. And I compared it to the recent pictures that I took of her before she just had her surgery, and her left eye was remarkably different. The CT scan showed that it was shrinking, or whatever that condition is. I forget the name of it, that I can't pronounce. But where, basically the eye deteriorates, and that's what happened to her right eye. The same thing was happening to her left eye, and it just was going to be, a long, potentially painful process of her, losing her eyeball itself. And, seeing the pictures, comparing the pictures, was impactful, to just notice very clearly how her eye was deteriorating and shrinking. Okay, Loomis, I know that you personally are very curious and invested in Elwood's poops, but I'm just not gonna share that much detail with everybody, because I'm happy to share it with you through DM, but yeah, I don't typically share that level of detail with everybody. That's right, Faye. I know that Eden is not feeling sad like I am. I totally agree with you. I appreciate you saying that. And right now, she's sound asleep in my arms. So you know what's interesting? Fiz's surgery instructions, she has to fast tonight starting at 10 p.m. and she can have no food or water. very serious surgery preparation. So where did Mimi go? We didn't get to hear about how her tour went. Did she go over to the other room? Oh, Eden. I ate lunch and dinner. Well, I ate part of a dinner. I didn't get to finish. But I will go downstairs and finish. Oh, there's Mimi. It went great. That's awesome, Mimi. Are you more excited now that you've had your tour? They have an apartment that's available? Like, for you? Cats, she fell asleep. It could be yours? Oh my goodness. So they give you a date, a move-in date? Oh, okay. So still some approvals to go. All right. Well, that sounds really exciting, Mimi. I really hope you can get in there before winter. They are calling you tomorrow if you're approved. Oh boy, I don't think I could sleep tonight. Mimi, we're both gonna be up 4:30 in the morning. You're gonna fit right in. I bet you're gonna make a lot of friends there. And I saw CH, if you guys missed it, Mr. CH got a job today. He had an interview and he got the job. So congratulations to Mr. CH. With lots of good news today. Oh, little G did well at the doctor today. Oh, Limi, that's great. So they'll take care of your current management, getting you out of your lease and everything. That's perfect. I'm glad that they're going to handle that. All right, my legs are asleep. I can't physically sit here anymore. All right. I'm gonna see if she'll sleep in this bed.